so much faith. Real quick, can y'all do me a favor, please? May you please hit that like button, please hit share, please hit subscribe, and please turn that notification bell on to all so you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. Please keep in mind within watching any of my readings or anything that I post that you are in understanding and agreement that I am not reliable nor responsible for anybody's actions but my own. So please only take what resonates and leave what does not resonate for whom it resonates for. Remember, he could be a she could be he, or be reversed. Just don't make anything fit that doesn't fit, because you don't want to break your beautiful divine puzzle. With that being said, I hope you're all having a beautiful and blessed day wherever you are, whatever time of the day or night or whatever it is for you when you see this. Let me turn this down a little bit. It sounds a little bit loud. All right, let me be a little better. But I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day. It's Sunday. But again, whenever you see this is when you're meant to see this, okay? Even if it's like 10 years from now, whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. And please keep in mind that this could be past, present, and or future. So just take what resonates, okay, guys? But today, right now, is September 21st. So if you would like to do... Hey, George, how you doing, honey? I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. So if you want to do this prayer with me, you can. It's victory for a controlled tongue. And that's kind of funny because... Never mind, let me just do this. The prayer goes, Lord, my tongue has gotten me into trouble I never saw coming. Sometimes I need a muzzle. It's hard to tame it. Please put a guard over it. Put your hand on it. Help me to use better discernment with my words and the way I speak them. Help me to and encourage. Say what you'd say and otherwise be still and be quiet. Help me learn that sometimes the most powerful thing I can say is nothing. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So that's kind of very fitting too, because somebody's screwed, okay? Somebody's mouth getting exactly. Bite your tongue, exactly. Somebody that's, you know what I mean? Somebody's going like to jail, all right? We got the judgment to the justice card. Judgment came like almost every time, all but once during the pre-shuffle off camera. So, and it was judgment justice, okay? So that's like a judgment call in the justice system. Somebody's under heavy judgment, they're backed into a corner. They don't, you know, there's no getting out of this, okay? They know it's coming, all right? There could be a court hearing going on, you know, or like a warrant being seized, but also the Seven of Cups in reverse, all the illusions and the manipulation, the betrayal could have been lies being told about you as well. All right, if someone's, you know, mouth got them in trouble, whatever they were doing, but all the illusions, manipulation has been exposed, okay, and their backs to the corner. They have nowhere to go. They're screwed. There's no coming back from whatever this is. So this, I'm using the Biblical Tarot deck. This is Sunday. I love this deck. It's only my second time using it, but this deck is so beautiful. But let's see what's going on here, guys. I hope you're enjoying your beautiful Sunday or whatever day it is for you whenever you guys see this. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Please and thank you. 9 of Greens to 3 of Wands, okay? 3 candles, yeah, candles, wands is pentacles. So 9 pentacles, yeah, you're single, self-sufficient. All right, if you've been having any financial struggles or anything, that's over with, okay? Your ships are coming in, and part of it's you being single, self-sufficient, independent. All right, there could have been some sort of judgment call in the courts that was wrongfully done, okay? And something's being cleared up with this, all right? But whatever's happening for you, all right, you're just, and see how he's continuing to you know, like Abraham, he's looking up at the clouds, okay? That's because you kept your faith and you kept looking to the sky. You kept your head up and kept going. Your path is clear, all right? Your path is clear. Your ships are coming in, and you're single, self-sufficient, independent, or on your way there, all right? Financial stability is in the horizon for you. Beautiful. March 9th could be significant. March 9th or September 3rd could be significant for somebody. 93 could be significant as well, or somebody could be 39 years old. 9-9, okay? 9 of Cups too. Yeah, you're about to get your wishes fulfilled. So financial stability and dreams coming true. Okay, this is amazing. Okay, and other people are watching this. They're like, you're about to be completely free. See how her hands are like wide open, and you know, and like happy. Okay, you see the sun shining in the background. You're about to have a lot of celebrations with other people as well, and financial stability and the best possible outcome. Your dreams coming true. 99 significant as well. 99 problems with a bitch ain't one. Okay. 96 or 69, okay? It could be significant. We got the 6 of candles, 6 of wands. You're getting victory. Baby, I know this is right. Yes. 6 of wands to the 9 of pentacles. You're getting victory, success, public recognition, possibly even fame, okay? Just keep on going. You got a lot of people rooting for you in the background. The walls of Jericho are coming down, all right? And your financial stability is here as well. 6-9 could be significant. Somebody, I'm also getting like the rapper 6-9, all right? Somebody could be snitching, all right? There could be somebody snitching on somebody as well. So, okay, like that song, 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. So, maybe you're single right now. You could be single, successful, okay? And maybe that's what one of your issues was somebody that was holding you back, all right? And being like funny, like being free from that person, healing from that person, and now moving forward, working on yourself, and you know, pouring into yourself, and you know, working on what you need to work on. And you don't have somebody draining you, pulling you down, making your life chaotic, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 19 or 91 could be significant. You're manifesting. Dude, when I tell you the nine of cranes, which is the 9 of pentacles. Okay, this whole time during this pre-shuffle on camera, it was the 9 of pentacles. So you're financially stable. Okay, it's here. You're manifesting this, and you are currently manifesting. So just remember, just like you know, like with when with the freaking your path again is clear. Okay, see, like oceans are being split open for you, parted for you. Your path is yet again clear, divinely clear. All right, continue listening to your divine guidance. All right, but you're currently manifesting. You are a master manifester. You're manifesting financial stability. Okay, success, justice. Wow, so I see like somebody else's whole world, probably whoever the other person is, their whole world being torn down while yours is two totally like complete different energies. Like somebody else is under complete judgment. Things ain't going in their favor while you are getting your dreams come true, financial stability, moving forward, clear path. Okay, this is probably somebody that was trying to block your path. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, financial stability, single, so sufficient, independent. All right. Oh, I just heard breakthrough. You have breakthrough coming. That's here. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Oh, somebody's been out of shape because there's no coming back. Tower in the reverse. All right. Like I was just saying about this other person, probably might be an ex or ex-friend or whatever. All right. They're mad because there's no coming back from this. Whatever they did, they got themselves completely screwed. Tower in the reverse. All right. There's no repairing. First card out. That's wild. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. To the 10 of Swords in the reverse. They can't, somebody's talking a lot of shit because their whole world's turned upside down while you're getting blessing beyond blessing beyond blessing. There's a lot of lack of truth. Okay, somebody had some sort of lack of truth and clarity. They thought they could destroy you with lies, betrayals, manipulation. Okay, but the truth is out and they're ticked off because now what their mouth, exactly like that prayer, their mouth got them in a lot of trouble. Their lies, their deceit, somebody really went above and beyond to try to stop you, block you, delay you, and cause some sort of endings in your life. They thought it was an illusion. They thought that they were going to completely destroy by doing this. They destroyed themselves as you prosper. 10 of Candles, okay? 10 of Wands, they're heavily burdened. 10-10. Look, it's a completion. It's the end of a cycle. It's over with. 10 of Swords, they're talking a lot of shit because they're heavily burdened because they couldn't destroy you. And with them doing so, they destroyed themselves. Knight of Candles, okay? Knight of Wands, they're nervous, okay? They have some sort of careless, reckless action that they can't take back, and they don't know what to do. They're very nervous. They're scared. But we got 10-10. It's a completion. It's the end of a cycle, okay? Somebody felt they completely destroyed you, but they didn't, okay? You're definitely protected. You're a natural born leader. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Two of feathers, which is a two of swords. They're blocked. Somebody's did some sort of careless transaction to try to block you. There's also there might be a decision that needs to be made here, but you're making the right decisions. We've got 12. Oh, actually, October 12th could be significant. December 2nd could be significant. But also we got the 10-10, but we also have 0110 because this is upside down. So January 10th could be significant as well, or October 10th. The moon in the reverse to the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody stole something from you. They try to destroy you for this. Okay. Somebody, this is why they're, okay, this makes sense of why there's a court procedure and stuff, all right? The 4 of Swords in the reverse. Make sure you are getting rest. Somebody's tiring themselves out, trying to destroy you and manipulate you and betray you. Somebody cannot heal. They can't move forward, all right? But there's a decision that needs to be made. They chose, okay, to completely try to destroy you with whatever this is. They definitely tried to unalive you. They're heavily burdened. They went above and beyond to try to do this to you. But what was done in the dark has come to the light. And they did a lot of manipulation, a lot of betrayal. All right, this is somebody who pretended to be generous to you, but the whole time they were taken from you. They tried to off you, literally. They tried to off you to steal something from you. There was like some sort of generous blessing that was supposed to come to you that somebody tried to block and steal. They tried to off you for this, okay? And they didn't care how far they would go. And now their whole world's turned upside down, all right? And somebody's really regretting because the truth about this matter has come out, all right? Now there's no going back. They're backed into a corner, all right? And there's nothing they can do. They're under heavy judgment for this, and they're screwed. While they're going to watch you prosper as they fall. And also, wow, I'm also getting with this Tower in the reverse with the Moon card in the reverse. So they're bent out of shape because I accidentally bent this card too. They're bent out of shape because their whole world's turned upside down. There's no coming back from this. There's no repairing this. All right. And also somebody was trying to hide this fact, but they can't. It's being very public. I feel like something very major is going to happen. There could be like a raid or something happening. Something extremely public is about to happen too, but also about the truth and clarity about what they did to you and how far they went to try to destroy you. And it just, in doing so, it destroyed themselves so that they could try to rob, kill, and destroy. And look, this is the enemy. It's what the enemy does. It's what the devil does. It's what he is. All he does is try to rob, kill, and destroy. But he fell into his own trap. Or she, And the 4 swords in reverse worked tirelessly to try to destroy you, okay? And there's no coming back from this. There's no healing from this. They screwed themselves completely. They're heavily burdened, okay? There's no rest for the wicked. 10 of Wands with the 4 swords underneath of it in the reverse. There's no rest for the wicked, all right? And money don't grow on trees. You got bills today, mouth to feed. Nothing is that song to start playing in my head. But yeah, now they're heavily burdened. They can't move forward. They can't heal. All right, the sun in the reverse. And somebody's extremely unhappy. Okay, they're trying to hide the fact what they're doing. All right, somebody's up all damn day, night, trying to recklessly try to cause you burdens. The truth of the matter of this is out. All right, but somebody really needs to get some sort of sleep and rest. I don't know if this is you or them. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Somebody got caught 6 of Wands. You're getting victory, success, public recognition, possibly even fame. And they're mad because we got 6-6 here. Okay, exactly. So you went through a lot of burdens. This reminds me of 66. It's Psalm 66, right? So if you know about Psalm 66, it pretty much tells you about how like God allowed, people to lay burdens, 10 of Wands with the 66. Yeah, you laid burdens on your back, but he was with you during this whole time. And, during all these, all these burdens and everything that you went through. But now the time has turned, okay? And now you're going to be shouting for joy, okay? Because of because you're coming up out of the mud, and God's like, it was all a plan. It was all meant to happen the way that it is, to strengthen you, to empower you and everything else, and to bring you to the promised land, all right? And you are. What the hell was that noise? You might be getting a knock. The Strength card in reverse. Somebody's very weak. Somebody be a karmic Leo. Don't have to be. Yeah, and they're heavily burdened by you getting this victory, success, public recognition, possibly even fame. But you're getting this because of everything you went through, because of everything that you went through, and all the suffering, all the betrayals, all the manipulation, so about people trying to completely destroy you. You didn't allow it to destroy you. What was meant to kill you just made you stronger because you had God protecting you. All right. And now what was done in the dark has come to light. They can't betray you. They can't manipulate you. And somebody's about to be publicly destroyed. Okay. Things are about to go, you know, somebody's trying to block the truth from coming out with the two of swords with the moon card in reverse. Somebody's trying to block your happiness, and they're trying to block your success, and they're trying to block the truth. They're trying to stop the truth from coming out, but it's not going to work. Yeah, I just actually have like 3 cross necklaces on my neck, and for some reason I just like put it to my right shoulder for some reason. So yeah, like God had your was on your side this whole time. He had your back, and he had your side this whole time. And whoever this is that took this reckless, careless action that they can't take back, it could be a karmic Leo, doesn't have to be, but they're very weak. Okay, they're very weak. They don't have the strength to go on anymore. The more you rise, the more they fall. The quicker they fall. Three of Greens, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, somebody wants to collaborate with you. They want to work with you. There's a decision that needs to be made here. All right, but somebody's definitely trying to block your collaborations, but that's not happening either. 23, exactly. 2 and then 3 right underneath it. God's preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. And this is making them weak. They're not happy about this. They're all upset and butthurt. But that is what it is. But you have some sort of collaborations that are coming in that's going to bring a lot of happiness, joy, abundance, and prosperity with the moon in the reverse. All right. So there's a decision you have to make because you have to tell me you got multiple opportunities coming in. All right. That's bringing you. And mind you, the way I do my readings and my spread, all right, this whole reading is centered by the center card is the 6 of Wands. You're getting victory, success, public recognition, possibly even fame. So you have a lot of these that are coming in, okay? A lot of what people were trying to do, work hard and carelessly to and to have hidden. So there's things that were supposed to come in the past, okay, that were supposed to come in the past that like you might have thought you lost these opportunities, but they're coming back around, okay? They're coming back around. And you're going to get victory. You're going to have multiple victories, okay? Multiple collaborations you got going on here. The Star. You're about to get some sort of fame here with the 6 of Wands, with the Star card. This is the whole, like right now, the foundation is you are the star. Okay, you could be a healer, but you are a star. The things that you have gone through, it has happened for a reason. Okay, God gives like his strongest warriors like the toughest battles, but he's with you the whole time, and he brings you out every single time. And you're going to turn like your darkness into success. Okay, you're going to somehow take all this negativity and turn it into positivity to success. All right, and you're going to be working with multiple different people or multiple different collaborations here. Somebody now is like being brought down to their knees. They're very weak. They want to work with you now. And to bring some sort of like truth and clarity about this about how somebody tried to off you for some sort of financial blessing. 83 could be significant. Or August 3rd could be significant. Queen of Wands. You're very good looking, very intelligent. You're a natural born leader, and yeah, you don't need other people. Like you're perfect just the way you are, and people are seeing this. They're seeing your authority. They're also seeing your power. They're seeing that you are a natural born leader. What was meant to kill you just made you stronger. And even when your whole world was being turned upside down, and people were manipulating you and betraying you and everything else, you still you had the strength and the courage and the power to keep going and just to continue to keep going. Okay, and also something here about you. The more you rise, the more they fall. law. And you're also tapping into your authority and your power. You had some sort of hidden, like, a power that you were unaware of, and strengths that you were unaware of, or they thought, okay, what was hidden was they thought you were weak. Okay, and really, what they didn't realize is that who they were coming up against. You're very strong, and I think it has to do with your beauty. Okay, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, that's like talks about your beauty too, like, and you being a natural born leader, go getter, and everything else. Okay, something here is about your beauty, and I feel like they, there's whoever this is. There's like a bunch of like older people too that were. I feel like maybe because you were younger than these people, possibly you had like maybe you're like younger and like very good looking, and they thought you were weak. And now they're finding out that, like, you're not. You're a natural born leader. They should have been on your side. They're the weak ones. Now you got people that wanted to double back and they want to collaborate with you because you know what I mean. They're not they're not doing too good here, and they're screwed. The Nine of Swords. Somebody's trapped in their head. They're trapped in their head about this. They could have been sending you some sort of psychic attacks. And what are they trapped in their head about? See how she back to him, that you turned your back to this person. Now this person has their head is cast down low, and they couldn't off you. All right, and now they know that, like, they remember your generosity, how you were generous to this person when they didn't even freaking deserve it, and they know the truth of this. They're afraid, they're terrified of the truth coming out. The truth is out. This person really wants to collaborate with you, but they know that you for who they truly are, and 69 or 96 could be significant, okay? And that they know that why, like, what they try to do to you, okay? That they try to off you and whatever else they're trying to do. And now they're watching you rise from the ashes, okay? And, like, rebuild your whole new world, all right? And you're doing it here, what looks like alone, but you're not. You're never alone. You're doing it with God. This is why it can't be broken. This is why it can't be taken. This is why, you know what I mean? It's unshakable because you build it the correct way. And they're upset because you have your back to them and you're moving forward. And now they feel very downcast, okay? And somebody's like, could be attacking your throat chakra, or somebody's not speaking how they feel. Somebody was doing some ugly spells on you or beauty spells on you. I don't know if it's somebody, like, I think they're doing ugly spells on you and, like, beauty spells on themselves so that you would, like, be attracted to them. Confirmation. 4 of Cups in the reverse. They can't hold you back either. And there's a truth about something that's being released to you, okay? It's this. It's 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. What they try to steal from you, all right? They're ticked off and they're upset because they're trapped in their head about what was taken being released to you. And plus, because they can't hold you back, you're too powerful. They're trying to hold you back from your victories, and they're heavily burdened because they can't. There is no holding you back. Why? Because you're a natural born leader and you're protected, and you've been innocent this whole time. And they're like this also, that whoever this is really upset because ever since you turned your back to them, like, their world turned upside down, and they're continuing to try to turn yours to the point where they weren't getting rest all day, every day. You're the only thing that's on their mind. How they can destroy you, how they can, you know what I mean, take you over and ruin your life. And it just instead it just gave you fuel for your fire. You just kept going. You just kept going. And they're also upset because you see through the bullshit. You know the truth, okay? They can't manipulate you. They can't betray you. In the past, they thought they could, because I feel like whatever they did, like whatever they would say, you cared about these people, so you knew inside, but like you would just, like, you gave these people like passes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, oh, all right, whatever. And just like yes type of you're being like a yes man or a yes woman to whoever this is, because they'll hide their, like, their feelings or something like this here. But you knew deep down inside what they were doing, but maybe you didn't speak on it. All right, and now you don't care. Like, you're speaking up for yourself and whatever else. But the 4 of Cups in reverse, and they're upset now too because this person really regrets it. Somebody might have a pacemaker. I don't know why I just got that, but somebody might have a pacemaker. Don't have to, or somebody could be having problems with their heart. Okay, I pray that's not the case. I don't wish that upon nobody, but yeah, and they're you're moving forward. They can't hold you back. They can't hold you back from your victories, and what was taken from you is coming back to you tenfold. 10-10. What they took is coming back to you tenfold, and missed opportunities are coming back and are coming, so be alert and be vigilant and sober-minded and vigilant, okay? Okay, I said sober-minded and vigilant. So there could have been a problem. Maybe you had it in the past. You could have had some sort of addictions, all right? Or you might even still be struggling with addictions, okay? Something that might have been weakening you. So just be mindful. I feel like that was an issue either in the past or might currently be an issue. If it is, there's very important for you to stay sober mind and vigilant, okay? Very, very important. Seven of Cups. All right, so you have a lot of opportunities coming your way. All right, you have multiple opportunities, exactly like I just said, and multiple golden opportunities. The door is open for you. Its access is here. It's yours. Okay, especially with everything. Okay, they're heavily burdened about this because victory is yours, and you have multiple opportunities. So you got to stay sober mind and vigilant and be aware of these things. Okay, like I said, you're going to have multiple collaborations, multiple things coming in for you. And 23, God's preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Okay, so they're watching this, and I don't know why. I feel like it's something public. Like I said here, their downfall is going to be very public, and I feel like because they try to publicly humiliate you and betray you, so it's turning, what they wanted for bad, God's turning it, for a blessing, turning for good, right? So they're watching you. I feel like you're going to be doing something very publicly. I don't know if like, I don't know, like I'm strongly getting like some sort of fame here or success where people are going to watch you, like literally, preparing the table for you in the presence of your enemies. Like with the Six of Wands here, and we already seen the star. You are the star. Like I feel like there's some sort of fame and fortune here that's coming in. All right, but yeah, you have a lot of opportunities. Just be mindful. And they're mad because why? Because Jesus is standing in front of the devil. He can't block this. Why? Because it's guarded. All your opportunities are guarded and protected. You already learned your lessons, and you've been tested multiple times, and now it's your success time. Four of Cups in the reverse, or Four of Wands in the reverse. All right, there could have been a false flame. Somebody's whole foundation got torn down. Okay, there could be a hidden house. But whoever this person is that took sort of careless, reckless action, they lost everything. They might have got kicked out of a house. This could be a false flame. Doesn't have to be. It's very weak. If you resonate with the twin flame type of thing. They lost everything, even their home, everything. Their strength, their mind, their health, like everything. They're aging. Like, I don't know, this person looks a lot older than what they are. And I feel like it's because the ugly spells they're doing on you and the beauty spells and probably like a fast lifestyle. I feel like this person also does drugs. Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody, they're mad because they're not getting, this is a false flame. I feel like they're not getting a new beginning with you. Their whole cup's being poured out while your cup's overflowing. All right, this is, somebody wants another opportunity in love. They're trying to block your love life. All right, but you cut this person off. Yeah, I feel like this is with the Four of Wands here in the reverse to the Ace of Cups in the reverse, right next to each other. This is a false flame. If you resonate with a twin flame or somebody that you thought was like your everything, and really the whole time they were trying to betray you, their whole world's getting turned upside down. They're not happy about this. They want to work with you, but they know that you'll never take this person back. They're holding their heart, okay, and they're starting to age rapidly. They're also pissed off. They're upset because they're realizing you are the ticket. I feel like this person sold their soul to the devil. All right, and I'm strongly getting that. I'm strongly getting that. Okay, and you are their ticket. You are their ticket. 22 could be significant. Oh no, I said 22. 14 could be significant, or April. Yeah, exactly. April Fools. 4-1. April Fools. All right, they try to fool you. Someone's name could be April. Something between April could be significant. But see, they try to fool you now, not realizing this is backwards. See, they try to fool you just to fool themselves, while God's going to bless you publicly and prepare a table before you in the presence of this enemy here and multiple enemies. You see this? This 4 and this 1, this April Fools, right, is in the reverse. And who's this April Fools? It's your false. Somebody that came in acting like they were going to give you a cup of love. My left ear is ringing, but they're pouring it out the whole time, possibly trying to put in that cup of love poison and everything else to try to destroy you, literally. And with them doing this, they thought they were fooling you just to fool themselves, while 23, God's preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. And the more you go, the weaker they get. And now they're realizing they took some sort of reckless action that they can't take back. They don't know what to do now. And and they're mad because your back is to them and you're moving forward while they're aging rapidly, looking like who did it and why. You're getting like younger and more beautiful looking, and you're getting more attention everywhere you go, and you continue to keep see in the struggle, this is it. I say, with this tower in the reverse, to the moon in the reverse, into the Queen of Wands in the upright. So like exactly in the 66, Psalm 66. Okay, God, you went through struggles and trials and tribulations, and God allowed it to happen. These burdens. Why? Because in the struggle is where you find your strength, your power. Okay, and finding out how strong you are, because even when you feel weak, God is your strength inside of you, right? And you know what I mean. Some like things can't just be given to you. Like you got them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Other people want just like hand me outs. No, everything you're getting, you earned. Okay, for everything you have endured, and it's now your time to shine. And there's no stopping. There's no blocking. There's no more delaying. The victory is here for you. The door is open, and they're upset. They're watching this. And it's going to look like, from to the people on the outside, it's going to look like things are just being handed to you left and right. But really, in all the matter of it, is this everything that was meant for you? Is you worked for everything that you went through, and staying in your faith, looking up, and not keeping your head low like this person's head is low. Okay, like this false flame. They wanted you to be down and like all upset, and no. You had the strength this whole time to keep looking and keep going up. And you see right here how Moses has the sword, and he's cutting off. You cut off this false flame. You cut the course of this false flame, or this X, and you said no more. And you know what I mean. And now that you don't want them, they want you, and they can't destroy you. So they, you know what I mean. And they're upset about this. They're all upset. Why? Because there you go, exactly. Because you're the star. Because you are the star. You are the hidden star that's not hidden anymore. Your time of like being hidden is over with. Okay, you're going to be taking some sort of lead here. I feel like you've already started to, and you felt like, oh, you weren't like so sure about it. No, you're going to really tap in. There's like a shift that's happening here, and you're going to be really tapping in to whatever this is. Okay, and realizing you don't care what people think or say about you. You're the star, and this is why you had so many people coming up against you. All right, they're not going to attack you for no reason. It's because there's something in you that they want. And they're trying to stop and block for a reason. But see, with the moon card in the reverse, you were once hidden, but you're not anymore. And I'm strongly getting you're going to be taking like all this, the Page of Candles, Page of Wands. Continue focusing on your goals. Okay, it's all you got to do is continue focusing on your goals, standing in your power, and taking that lead. Because look, you're going to be soon dancing, singing for joy and everything else. Okay, you're going to be celebrating like no other. You're going to be worshiping because you're going to be so happy. Why? Because they can't stop you. They can't block you. Also, this is past due, which is 10-11 here. This is past due to you. Again, like I said earlier, past things that you thought you missed, opportunities and everything else that you thought you missed is coming back to you. And also somebody's goal here, their plan was, this person, this false flame or whoever else this is, their goal was to completely destroy you, to off you, and to act like they were, and to manipulate you, betray you, but you've seen through their bullshit, and to have your head cast it low, right? And to act like they were generous, but really they were trying to steal from you and take from you. And and to steal sort of victory here, but they didn't expect you to keep your head up, to keep going and focusing on your goals when everything else around you was going crazy, and your life was falling apart, or people were betraying you. You trusted in yourself, trusted in God most importantly, and you kept going because God's the one that got you through all of this. And now you're way more powerful. There's something here about your shine, your energy, your aura. Like people are like attracted to you, like a moth to a fly, and they don't like this. They don't like this at all. Wow, they're like in a dark, gloomy, you know what I mean? I feel like somebody tried to sacrifice you with this cross here too, with this 10 of Swords in the reverse, with the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, somebody definitely tried to sacrifice you for, that's what their goal was. With the cross here, they're trying to sacrifice you for some sort of financial come up, and they didn't get it. They didn't expect you to keep going. They got caught. Like I caught this card, 5 of Grains, the 5 of Pentacles. Now they're left out in the cold. Somebody tried to leave you out of. They tried to write you out of this generous blessing that was actually for you, but they can't. Also, they're pissed off and upset. This person might even come crawling to you. Okay, but this is also given the faith. Okay, this is the one that was bleeding. Remember, when all she had to do was she kept bleeding. She couldn't stop bleeding. She believed that all she had to do was touch Jesus's sure, and then she would be healed, and she was, because of her faith. That's also giving. When you were in the Five of Pentacles, it was for you to lean on God and to trust God, to strengthen your relationship with God. But your faith is what got you through all. God is, but, and throwing all these heavy burdens. Okay, they're also heavily burdened about being left out in the cold. November 5th could be significant, and they're being left out in the cold of your victory, of you moving forward. And you know what I mean, and somebody's trying to stop them from being left out, and they can't. Okay, but but whatever this is, they're mad because they casted a lot of illusions, a lot of manipulation, a lot of betrayal, okay, to try to get rid of you, to leave you out of something that was already yours. And now they're like all freaked out in their head. They're watching you succeed, and you know what I mean, they're watching you focus on your goals, continuing to move forward. They know they can't manipulate you or betray you. They know they're screwed, and they're heavily burdened about this. Page of Cups, somebody wants to apologize to you. Somebody's going to take some sort of action to apologize. It might be this false flame. They're left out in the cold. They're like, they don't know what to do. They know all the illusions and manipulations are here. They know the only opportunity they have is to do the right thing and come and apologize. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what is the collective need? I love this deck. This deck is so beautiful, and it's like perfect, like the way that they don't know what to say. See how nothing came out? This person, they want to come apologize, they want to take this action step, okay, but they feel very weak, okay, right now. And they can't stop thinking about you. They can't get you out of their head. They're trapped in their head. They know about all the illusions, manipulation. They know you know what they did. They want to rebuild this wall here with you, but they know, like, they want to rebuild something with you, but they know that, like, you ain't going to have this because you know the truth. But they also know they're brought to their knees until they do the right thing and they apologize, but they don't know what to say. But they know that's the only way they're going to get a victory is by apologizing, or repenting, and doing the right thing, righting their wrong. And that's why I feel like the one person that wants to collaborate with you behind the scenes, that's going to do this and expose what was done in the dark here, about how they try to totally destroy you and everything else, somebody's doing it. It's going to happen, all right? But also, somebody's definitely aging rapidly. Like, I don't understand. They look old as F, and they're not. They're rapidly aging. And they also know they're running out of time. They're stressing out like crazy. They're freaking. They don't know what to do. And they're mad because, look, there's a star over top of the Six of Wands. This is fame. You're getting fame. Whatever you're doing, whatever actions you're taking, and I feel like you're taking your burdens, you're turning it into success. The things you have going through, the pain, it might be music. She's over here with a tambourine. It could be music, it could be poetry, it could be anything. It could be, a YouTube platform that's going to be extremely, or multiple. Actually, I feel like you're going to have multiple. All right, it could be Facebook, whatever. Like something where you're going to get you are the star. 6 on to the star. You know what I'm saying? You have multiple opportunities here of this. Multiple collaborations. And this person just can't, they're watching you constantly, getting weaker and weaker by the second. Really regretting what they did. They counted you out. I just keep hearing somebody, like the masculine saying, if I only knew, if I only knew. I don't know if this is like somebody saying this, like if they only knew about you, who you were going to be, they would have never done this, or if this is like you, like if you only knew, I don't know, something about if only you knew. King of Feathers, which is a King of Swords, if they only knew about your protection. If they only knew how fucking protected you are. That's what it is. And your victories are protected. You're very intelligent as well. You're a natural born leader. You're a go-getter. You're very, very good looking. And another thing about this too is you don't realize your beauty, whether you're masculine or feminine, or you don't realize, probably because of the way you were treated, but there's a glow to you and a beauty to you, or like inside and out. Like you know what I mean? You have it all. And this person's really, really trapped in their mind about this, dude. and you have access to the kingdom, right? So like I said, this other person who's like living a sinful life, like that's their whole life is going downhill, they know, I feel like they sold their soul, and you were their access point. Like if they would have, you know what I mean, you were their, they fucked up, they fumbled the ball. But somebody's definitely being brought to their knees, and I feel like it's this person that's going to end up doing the right thing. They might end up turning, around and protecting you now, because somebody's going to be brought down to their knees because of how weak they are. They're going to be brought to their knees, sit down for a moment, think about this, realize what they're doing wrong. Why? Because the stairway's going downhill. They're going down to hell. Why? You have the access to heaven. They're going, you know what I mean? Especially with the tower in the reverse, they know what they did. Somebody sold their soul. Or they're worried about like all the evil things they did is sending them down to hell. You know what I mean? And you're helping this person. What's beautiful about this is you're helping this person and other people change their ways. Okay, so, and they know for a fact it's God, like, because they know what they've been doing to you. They know it's God. They know that it's God protecting you. They knew, so within all of this, what you don't realize is happening. I don't know if you are outwardly speaking about it, or if it's just like the actions that are being done in your protection and everything else. And, there's somebody starting to reevaluate their life and realize, because they're being brought down to their knees, being brought so low, that like, they have to change their ways, and like there is a heaven, there is a hell, there is a God, there is also the devil, and they don't want to go down there. You know what I mean? And it's like changing people and getting them to stand, do the right thing. Four of Pentacles. This was just in the reverse. How the freak is it? Somebody's holding. This was just, okay, that was weird. This was just in the reverse, so I don't know how this is in the upright now. But somebody was trying to hold you back from your victory, and somebody was holding on to something that belongs to you, but this person's also trying to hold on to you. Somebody's storing up some sort of gold that's yours. This is you. All this is like your good karma, okay? See, like you're in like a pile of like gold and everything else. This is all your good karma you've been racking up through everything. You don't even realize how abundantly rich you really are, okay? Spiritually rich, and and now it's already in the astrals, and it's about to come down into the 3D. Somebody's trying to hold you back from your success, from your destiny. They're trying to hold on to you, and like your destiny. This is why this person's holding on to you so tight, because you're the star and because your healing abilities. Somebody could be holding on to something that you created and trying to make it their own, but they're definitely trying to hold you back. They're trying to leave you like they feel left out, and they're just jealous. But somebody's doing candle magic on you. Somebody's sitting and pondering, okay? Somebody's really, really evaluating. The devil in the reverse, okay? You have no toxicity. You're moving forward, but somebody's also going to release toxicity. I am telling you right now, I feel like you had an addiction, okay? Maybe you had an addiction in the past that you released, or if you're still struggling, you're going to release it. That was what's blocking you. If you still have some sort of a drug addiction, release it. You're going to be successful in this. Something that is meant to kill you, okay? Exactly. Some sort of, yep, and the lovers in the reverse. So, somebody cast a lot of illusions. They said that you were really toxic, you were very evil, okay? This could have been ex-lover, that you make the wrong choices. Yeah, but you make the right choices. This person was a complete fucking snake. But now, because of their choices that they made, has made them very weak, okay? And they're bound. They're trying to bind you in your finances and your victories, but they can't. This is definitely a false flame with the 4 wands in the reverse. The lover, and I said the double, yeah, the lover in the reverse, okay? But I feel like your ex is the one who is now, they're trying to block your love life. They're trying to block you. This person's going to now take action, okay? And release some sort of toxicity, because they're worried. They're scared to get going to the devil. They're worried about their life right now. Now they want to collaborate with you. See, with the 3 of Pentacles right here. Because they're weak, they're being brought to their knees. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. They know that there's no love there, all right? And they lost everything. Their whole world's crumbling down. So now they're going to sit down, they're going to ponder, they're going to realize, see how he's sitting there grabbing his chin and be like, okay, let's do the right thing. So they're going to, the moon in the reverse, they're going to expose the truth, okay, and the King of Cups. So they're exposing the truth. This person actually has a love for you, but they know they're really worried about you meeting the one. You're the Queen of Cups, and somebody's very intently watching you, so that you don't see that something there. This could be your lover, your actual true lover, your divine counterpart. All right. So also during all this, what's another one of your major strengths and your major powers, and the reason why you're gonna be blessed so much is because of why everything, while your whole world was being turned upside down, people were literally trying to off you, they're betraying you, manipulating you. Most people would have gave up. They would have let the darkness turn them dark, but you didn't. You stayed in love, and you kept going. You kept your head up, you kept going, and you continued to. And there's something here about your beauty in like your loving manner. Like somebody really, really loves this about you. Like even when the whole world around you is like doomsday, you know what I'm saying? Like you're still such a loving person, and you're still taking the lead. You're still helping other people. You know what I mean? When you can't even help yourself, and when you were in the darkest of the times, you see what I'm saying? And now somebody really regrets this. Also, somebody realized they made the wrong choice. This is an ex. They made the wrong choice. They took some sort of careless actions they can't take back. They're weak in the knees for you as well, and they know that there's no love here for you, but they have a lot of, like, you don't have any love for them, but they have love for you, and they regret this. They have their head down. They're worried about you coming into a relationship with your person, because there's somebody here watching you besides this person who has love for you. It's a very loving, nurturing, caring person who's your person, and they're watching you, but you don't see this. This is what you don't see. There's somebody behind you watching you. Somebody that's very wise, very noble, and very intelligent. This is a natural born lover too. Like this person is your person. They've been doing a lot of research as well about you. They've been finding out a lot about you and your strength and your power. This person's like amazed by your strength and your power, and your loving abilities, and how you can turn the darkness into light with the moon in the reverse. You're always finding a positive out of every negative. It's another amazing quality about you. And your forgiveness, you being able to forgive other people that literally try to unalive you and everything else. And even while people were betraying you, you knew what they were doing, and how, like, you still had love for these people. You could have even prayed for these people. What they don't realize is your prayers was keeping them alive. So they want to come apologize. They're for being a child, for being petty. We have the Nine of Pentacles on the fence. So they were reliant, they were dependent. This is why they're going to say that they did this. I feel like they made this agreement to screw you over, this ex-lover, because but they did this before they actually knew you. They made an agreement to come across you, to betray you and everything else, before they actually knew who you were, and they regret this now. The Hermit on the fence. Okay, so now notice how all these cards are on the fence here, and that's because their life is on the fence until they do the right thing. So they're kind of debating whether they should go do the right thing or they shouldn't. They're brought to their knees. They don't know what to do. They know this is the only thing they can do, and they're going to do it, okay? But until they do this, their whole world's being turned upside down. They're hiding out, they're hiding their feelings, you know what I mean? They're trying to hide the fact that they're very weak and that they lost everything. This person can literally be homeless with the Four Wands in the reverse, and how he looks like he's out in the woods, right? Out in like the mountains. I feel like this person's literally, they're hiding the fact that they lost their place, or they're about to lose their home. They might even be in a home that belongs to you. And then we got the World card on the fence. Exactly. So you're completing a cycle with this, you're moving forward. They're in a karmic cycle while you continue to move forward. And like I said, this person's whole world's on the fence until they complete this cycle and they bring what was done in the dark to light. They move forward, right? So they're going to, one. You got the Seven of Grains, which is Seven of Pentacles on the fence. Or this person wants to invest in you, okay? They realize it was a wrong investment, but they're worried that you're not going to allow them to work back. So also the tables have turned. Also, whatever you're doing, whatever seeds you're planting, confirmation, are about to flourish Continue to tend to them. Confirmation. There could have been some sort of investments that was left to you, a generous blessing, or also they were lying to people so that they would about you, saying that you're a karmic person, that you always make being with you would be the wrong choice, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, or investment, or working, whatever. All right, they were saying that you're very toxic and everything else. But this King of Cups here did their own research and they found out like this was all lies. Then they're really intrigued by you and your loving character, and you know how your whole world was turned upside down, and by betrayal, by manipulation, and people trying to off you for their own greed, right? Somebody's trying to sacrifice you to the devil. So now we have the Knight of Grains. So continue focusing on your investments. Whatever you got going on, go. Continue giving it. Why? Because you're getting some sort of raise, a promotion, job offer here, and that's going to be Six of Wands, victory, public recognition, possibly even fame. You had to learn to invest in yourself and also into whatever you are working on. All right, and release any toxicity. If you have any addictions, please cut it out, because that's what was blocking you. All right, something that was weighing you down, making you weak. It was taking your health from you and causing you a lot of burdens. It was too much burdens. And if it's not you, it's your ex-lover here. Judgment. And this ex-lover is under judgment for what they did. They know this. They know they made the wrong choices. They're under heavy judgment. They're continuing. There's something here in the courts with the World card and the Judgment card as well. They're being watched by law enforcement with the judgment. Look at this. The Judgment, the Hermit card, and the World card. So your ex-lover is working with law enforcement. They're under surveillance. They could be a CI or they could be a crooked cop or something like this. All right, but they're being brought. They're going to complete the cycle. They're going to expose the truth. They lied to law enforcement about you, probably to try to frame you, okay, or whatever the situation was, or to get rid of you. But now this ex-lover is speaking the truth. Like, it's probably a man, because you see here the Judgment card that is covering the woman's face, and it looks like the masculine here. There's a masculine here and a masculine here. So it could be either way. There's a masculine here and there's a masculine here and a masculine. See, I only see the masculine, so I think the masculine's under judgment. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but that's what it looks like to me. But again, to put the roles where they fit. And now there's something here that's closing up in the courts that you're unaware of, that's hidden. All right, it's going to come to light. But also you have some, yeah, because now that you release any toxicity, whatever that was weighing you down, causing you these burdens, some sort of addiction or something like that, all right, release it. And tend to yourself into your garden, because you're about to get major success here. All right, you're going to see things coming, and they know what's happening too. They know it's coming in, and you're about to be completing these cycles. But now this cycle is going to be complete when this ex-lover here collaborates. You'll see the Three of Pentacles, exactly, the ex-lover, the collaboration here, and the Judgment. And with the Hermit card and the World card on the fence here, this ex-lover is working alongside the courts. They're under investigation, and they're watching you, okay? And they're bringing the truth. They're going to step into action and speak the truth, all right? And bring the truth out here. They're going to make the right choice. Right now, they're to their knees. They have a decision that needs to be made here. They're going to release this devil, this toxicity, because they're having too much burdensome, and they're trying to plead coming to you. They want to invest in you, but not into you. What they're going to do is invest to law enforcement to tell the truth, okay? Because they got caught up in their own lives and actions, their own judgments. They're under judgment for what they did. And in order to get out of this is to speak the truth. The truth will set you free, and they will be free indeed, and they want to apologize. The underlining energy right now is they want to apologize to you. They are sorry for what they put you through. But I just heard they're going to make it right. If they only knew. This person's like in a loving manner, King of Swords. They're going to protect you. They want to apologize. Now they're protecting you behind the scenes. Knight of Cups, in a loving manner. They actually have love for you. The Empress, okay? They realize you're all the queens in body one, whether masculine or feminine. There was some sort of message that was blocked, or you have been blocked, okay, from somebody from the past here that betrayed you, that's not in your face, stabbed you in the back here, who's now wants to stand up for you and protect you. Something that's going to put you into, like, it was a leadership here. You intuitively, with the Queen of Swords followed by the Queen of Pentacles, you intuitively know this, okay? You already know about something here. But at 1313, oh, double death, okay? Double endings, double rebirth. Also mirroring. So what they put you through is happening to them now. Seven of Wands, yeah. You're guarded. You already know what it's hitting for. Somebody's watching you, pondering again with a hand on the chin, pondering, wondering what to do. Ace of Wands, you're getting a new beginning. 111, triple one. What's crazy that reading I did yesterday, and then two, because you're high priest, the high priestess, you already know this. You know things without knowing it. You know what I mean? Things just come to you. It's because of who you are. Before, they used to gaslight you and tell you you're crazy and try to turn things on you. All your hard work, though, somebody's working hard to apologize and do the right thing. It's this ex-lover that made the wrong choice. They knew this. They wish they would have never blocked you, would have did the right thing, but they're being enlightened to see how on Moses here, like the light shining down on him and on his sword. And now he's being divinely guided. He realizes, he or she is realizing like how toxic they were, how evil they were. They want to release that toxicity and that, you know what I mean, and do the right thing for once and collaborate. They're working with the law enforcement, with judgment here. They're working with law enforcement. They're being divinely invited to do this. They were already working. I feel like they're a snitch or a CI, something like this is significant. Or they might be like a law enforcement, but I feel like if anything, they're like a crooked law enforcement and they're getting caught up in their own actions. Something about 2021 could be significant. This could have happened back in 2021. See, 2021. This could be going back since 2021, if not, 2012. It could have been like, whatever. It could have happened back in 2012, 2016, 2019. Yeah, but this ex-lover here, they before they knew you, like got to know you, they already made a deal with somebody to destroy you. And they didn't realize, confirmation. And they regret it. But now they're going to do the right thing. They tried to fool you and they fooled themselves. They tried to fool the courts, exactly. The judgment, April Fools, they tried to, in the reverse, they tried to fool the courts, try to lie on you, try to set you up and frame you. They're getting paid. The nine of swords, the nine of pentacles, they're getting paid. So they're either a paid CI or they were paying off the courts, the justice system. They got caught doing this and they're under investigation for this, or they're like a crooked cop of some sorts. They got paid to invest in you, to come and to actually make it look like, exactly, they got paid to invest in you, make it look like they're investing in you, but really they weren't, to act like they were being generous, but the whole time they were trying to off you and cause you burdens and everything else, to turn their world upside down, to manipulate you, to betray you. They acted like they were like bringing you the truth and clarity, but really they were the ones that were hurting and harming you and betraying you. They would give you a little bit of truth, okay, about certain things to make you trust them, but the whole time it was them. You were sleeping with the enemy. And again, they made this November 1st significant too. A brother could be significant. But yeah, they're paid to do this, okay? And paid to bring you down on your knees, but to make it look like everything was great. Like at first, everything was great with this person, and then like they start to like get feelings for you, but they didn't actually get the full feelings for you until after you cut them off. You called your energy back. You moved forward. They seen you heal, because even when they knew you, when they first came in, you were at an all-time low. Your world was turned upside down. So they didn't really care about you. They knew what was going on, but they didn't take that in consideration. But now that they're seeing you at peace of mind, you moving forward, and they're like seeing who you truly are without all the chaos and everything going on around you, they're like, oh wow, they're actually truly in love with you. And they regret what they did. Plus, they're under judgment for everything they did to you because they fucked around with the wrong one. And they tried to play the courts, confirmation. Every time I say this, there's a confirmation. They tried to play the courts. They lied to the courts. They tried to get over on the courts. And now, like within them doing that, it just expose them. They didn't realize they were under investigation. Somebody thought they had like a free reign pass to do what the hell they want because they were working with the cops, but really didn't realize they were still under investigation themselves. They're currently under investigation. Their every move is being watched, but they think because they're working with or getting paid from the cops like that, they've been racking up charges. They're going to try and play that off, though. When they go to court, they're going to try and play it off like, oh, no, I thought I was supposed to do this. Like, because they're a snitch. And it's not going to work. The only thing that's going to save them is by doing the right thing and speaking the truth. And they're stuck in a karmic cycle and everything else until they do. They intuitively know it. They know it. And they were dependent on this. What they, you know what I mean? They were dependent on. Look, they were definitely dependent on all thing you because of whatever investment it was that they were paid to come in and steal from you. They could have put like a life insurance policy out on you and try to murk you, all right? And or there could have been something that was rightfully yours in the past that was hidden. There could even be a house that belongs to you that they took, all right? But it's come to light now. Now because the truth is out, their whole world's turned upside down. There's no coming back from this. Because the whole time they were under investigation. When they were working with the cops thinking they were getting away with it, but they weren't. You got your prayers being answered, okay? Continue praying, okay? Because your continual prayer and faith and doing the right thing and saying in a loving manner is what's helping you do what God is. But you know what I mean? Continue praying. Pray over everything. Let go of guilt. Okay, this could even be for this ex-lover. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of beating yourself up for them. This could even be for the ex-lover. This could be for you too. They feel extremely guilty. But just keep in mind, everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Don't hold on to any resentment to this ex or any of these people. Stay in your loving nature, okay? Forgive. It's very important to forgive. Doesn't mean that they come back into your life. It just means you don't hold resentment and you understand the agenda and the assignment here. This is all supposed to happen to make you who you are for the blessings that's about to come to you. I thank my haters, you know what I mean? I hate everybody that what they did to me. Your faith, exactly, your faith had saved you. Go in peace. And this is one of the prayers, okay? Continuing to stay in your faith and continuing to pray. This is the one that was right here. You know, you continuing to pray and having faith in your prayer life, okay, is what I'm telling you right now. Like, some of you don't. And you're like, what the hell is this bitch talking about? Other things sound to be tapped in, but there's all this God stuff she talks about and these prayer stuff. Yeah, you keep hearing everything's aligning with you, and you're wondering why things ain't coming in. Is because you're not listening to that part. But you will. You will. There could have been a will, right? But you will. It'll come. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it, as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. And that's another thing I feel like you had to conquer. You were so used to helping other people, even when your world, like I said earlier, your world was falling apart, and you were still giving to other people and staying loving, and even people that you knew were betraying you, you still cared for them. You still did because you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But you'd had trouble asking for yourself, and that's something you had to learn to do. Make sure you are doing that. But yeah, like the power of prayer too, like I was saying, I'm telling you from personal experience, dude, I'm telling you, and just believing, knowing that it's done, standing in faith and thanking God for the prayer being answered before it's there, and standing in faith knowing that it's already coming in. I'm telling you, it comes in like that now. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world, Matthew 28:20. And just know that God's always with you. He's always got your back like a bra strap. That's why you're always there, you know what I mean? That's why you're always getting out of tough situations, or you have that intuition, like something in you is like, I shouldn't be here right now. I need to leave right now. And as soon as you get that feeling, you up and leave. And yeah, if only you knew what was about to happen, but it's because the Holy Spirit that's in you, that's guiding you. That's you know what I mean? to you know what I mean, always paying attention to your divine guidance and your gut. It never steers you wrong. Why? Because it's the Holy Spirit that's in you. Any of these names could be your name, somebody involved, or past or loved ones, first, middle, or last name. I want to use that new deck that I got, the crime one, but today's Sunday, so I'm going to use this deck every Sunday. I love this deck. So I might do another reading. The whatever, the crime oracle one. And with the crime ones, like that could be like anybody in your energy, or it could be someone you know, or in your area, or whatever the situation may be. Oops. Somebody be bent out of shape because they're calling. Another prayer being answered. You might be praying, you know, maybe you were praying to your, you have a past loved one that's like watching over you as well. You have other people praying for you too. As you're praying for other people, you might think that no one's praying for you, but they are. And make sure, that's another thing, when you're praying, you don't just pray for yourself, you pray for others too. Pray for your enemies. I pray for my enemies all the time. Getting another prayer answered. Getting a lot of prayers answered. Something about an old roommate could be significant. Zoe, Trevor, or Trev. Oh, it's hey Janae. Sorry. The other Jen. Is the other Jen here? You should have got your prayer book today, honey, if you're on here. Exactly, George. Exactly. Jenny, is the other Jen on here? Oh. Clyde's trying to get in. Oh, there you are. Did you get it? It should have been there. I think it's if it was delivered, hon. Ginger. Okay, good. Oh, my phone's about to die, dang it. So I'm gonna have to charge my phone for a little bit unless I do a pre-recording. You're welcome, honey. I'll let you know if you want the pages where the prayers are. But it's really important to actually read it because it explains everything about how to do it. Those prayer books are the best. They're small, but they're mighty. Come on in, Clyde, baby. You know how to open the door, sweetheart. Peanut. In a blank space where I'll write your name. 1 second, I gotta let my cat in. Come on in, Clyde. I'll move all these crystals. Clyde, my mom's getting older, puppy. You wanna come in? Come on in. Let's say your hands.
Eagles block a field goal that would have beat them. They blocked field goal.
Come on, Clyde.
Touchdown to win the game.
Oh, really? Come on in, Clyde. You come in? Come say hi to your fans. Sorry, guys. All right. Philadelphia could be significant, or somebody could be a Phillies fan. Equals, I mean, or Phillies for baseball. Jesse, Jessica, or all the Jesses. Love Misha, Jesse, may you rest in peace. Nancy. Hi, Clyde, baby. Everybody says hi. Clyde said meow as he's eating down his food. Chris, Christopher, or Chrissy, masculine or feminine. Katrina. Lloyd, Leighton, Gibson, Lee. There could be a black guy. I feel like that's name is Lee. I'm strongly getting that. I keep seeing I have a friend that's named Lee and he's black, but like something about is significant. Aquarius, Libra, You're getting justice, and part of your justice is like your Aquarius season, like where your blessings come in and breakthrough. Alvin, Daryl, somebody's door is getting kicked in. I'm telling you right now, whoever this is, there's about to be a raid, and something that's gonna be publicly. I feel like too. Somebody might be out on bond, and maybe they skipped their bail or their bonds. They're gonna get caught. Toby, Mark, Aries. That's crazy. Aries, a stepdad could be significant. Todd, Kelly, or Keller could be someone's last name. Ruben, Renee, or Rainey, Ron, Ronald, or Ronnie, masculine or feminine. Porky. I feel like somebody was trying to make you gain weight. Whoever was doing it was like ugly spells on you, and it's backfiring on them. Gavin, Selena, Lily. Somebody might want to come in with a peacefully offering now. Somebody's sister. Kai, you could be a content creator. Just laying it right over top of this with the collaborations, do multiple collaborations. That could make sense. Okay, you could be a content creator. Maybe you have multiple different contents. Different channels. Keep creating whatever you do, and if you don't yet, you will. Okay, and so we'll also explain how God's preparing the table before you in the presence of your enemies. You could have channels, YouTube channels, or whatever, TikTok ones where you will be getting paid, where you're going to get the victory. And also within, like, you're getting a victory too. Here, you're getting success with releasing toxicity, and they're watching you. They're upset about this, and you're taking some sort of leads here. You will be. You're going to make the right decision, okay? And you're gonna work to you're gonna be doing multiple collaborations, maybe with major content creators, or you will be, or you're going to be a major content creator. Like Kai's a major content creator. Like everybody knows him. Marvin. You might even have famous people like Kevin Hart's always on his. Drewski's always on his thing. Giovanni. So comedy could be significant as well. Maybe you're a comedian. Somebody's mom. Love Miss your mom. May you rest in peace. Cindy, Cynthia, or Sin. Somebody's mom could have sinned, and somebody might be like, wow, when you find out what like a mother figure did. Love Miss your mom. May you rest in peace. Lacey. Jenny. Jenny or Jennifer. Taurus. In a blank space, I'll write your name. Smith. Kenyatta. A karmic Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio too, but there's a karmic one in the mix. Amy, Robin, Marcia, Kim, Kimby, or Kimberly, Deb, Debbie, or Deborah, Madison, or Maddie, Cancer, Stacy, Serenity. All right, you might want to say the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not ours, be done. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. It's about surrendering. I'm telling you, some sort of addictions. I don't know if you already did this, or if not, you're going to. Or it could even be this ex-lover and might have did it because they were dependent on it because they're drugs. Maybe they're sobering on. Ralph, Shirley Ann, and Brian, Steph or Stephanie, or Steffi, Stefano. Hi, babes. What you doing, little cutie pie? Let's say hi, your fans. Kai, you're so freaking cute. You know that, babes? Have you ever just like looked at, like, do you have a cat or an animal and been like, they're just the cutest in the whole world? Like, there ain't no other that's as cute as my little boy right here, Kai. He's so freaking handsome. He's trying to get out. Oh, Bobby. I have to let him back out. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, handsome. Shake your booty as you walk out. He struts this up. He knows he looks good. He struts his little booty as he walks. He's so funny. I think the vet hurt his feelings. 21 pounds. Cat's ain't 21 pounds. My baby is. Perfect. He hasn't been eating it. His vet. Oh, man. I think he's perfect. He's perfect. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Until next time, remember, God loves you, so do I. Spread love, not hate, always. Drug addiction mimics, yeah, narcissism, exactly. But and yeah, please don't forget to give God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit the utmost love, respect, gratitude, and appreciation. And yeah, please, if you did not hit the like button yet, please hit like. Please hit the like button. Please hit share. Please hit subscribe, and please turn that notification bell on to all, so you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. And make sure you are subscribed, because I do giveaways every month. It's for subscribers only, and you got to be in the United States. And yeah, it's free. Hit the subscription button, and I shall see you guys later. God bless, guys. Have a good day.